Rusev says he'll be a free agent soon. The Revival drop their latest tease they're leaving WWE. And Buddy Murphy joins the faction of Seth Rollins and AOP.
Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk Super Review News. I'm Ollie Davis, and to kick things off, here's the 13th of January 2020 episode of WWE Raw in about 5 minutes. Colour me a fan of Raw's 2020 New Year's resolution, actually putting on interesting segments and matches you've announced in advance. The episode began with the commentary team running down the stacked card for the show, with Rusev versus Bobby Lashley, a contract signing between Becky Lynch and Asuka, a Brock Lesnar promo, Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black Part 2, a fist fight, whatever that is, and right now, the mouth-watering WrestleMania rematch between Randy Orton and AJ Styles, which quickly became Randy Orton versus AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. Damn it, WWE, I just got done saying how good you were at delivering stuff that you advertised. I'm being facetious though, as it doesn't matter when you over-deliver with the change, as this turned out to be a great triple threat made better not just by the hot crowd, but also by how Drew stole the win with a Claymore in 3, 2, from out of nowhere. It was a very effective way to get over McIntyre's new babyface character while continuing the Orton versus AJ feud. Ricochet then beat Mojo Rawley with a lot of over-the-top rope spots to foreshadow the Rumble match. The Street Profits did their usual breaking the fourth wall Deadpool act, hyping the night's episode before introducing Charlotte. It all implies the Street Profits kind of know their characters in a TV show, as they know who's coming out next and can see segments that other wrestlers don't seem to know about, as though they have an omnipotent eye that can spam multiverses. Meaning surely they know everything they do is futile because everything is predetermined. Because Charlotte didn't bury Sarah Logan enough last week, she made her tap in an actual match in just under a minute here, then made the referee put her robe on her, then threw Logan over the top rope because Royal Rumble. What a babyface! Paul Heyman brilliantly worked the Kentucky crowd next, first making fun of their accent, then calling out their hypocrisy for chanting along with his intro. R-Truth interrupted to enter himself in the Rumble match so he can eliminate Heyman, realized it's Lesnar who's in the match, not Paul, and then withdrew his entry. Lesnar F5'd him to smithereens, and then Mojo Rawley ran down to win the 24/7 title. Oddly for main roster programming, this was genuinely funny, considering how good the crowd were for the whole night, and all the storyline build Rusev, Lashley, and Lana have had in the last few weeks. It's more odd though, they went mostly quiet for this Rusev versus Bobby match. Lana's distraction helped Lashley win as she brawled with Liv Morgan at ringside. Caruso alert! Lana then challenged Liv and Rusev to a mixed tag next week, and Morgan accepted, saying she's the Liv in embodiment of karma, and karma is a bitch. Not presumably Awesome Kong's WWE character, as she couldn't look any less like her. Thanks for your support on Patreon. Float like a butterfly, Sarmander Lee. The Viking, don't mention the war experience! Raiders squashed the Singh brothers in their latest open challenge that isn't getting over. Becky Lynch's losing confidence character continued to struggle with whether to fight Asuka or not when signing their women's championship contract. I think this feud would be a lot more intense if Becky believed in herself completely, evidenced by them not getting much crowd reaction here. Asuka hit Lynch with the green mist, and Becky had a fiery promo on her knees at ringside saying she's going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet, a loaded god complex, cock it and pull it. Caruso alert! I love ladder matches, so I was very excited when WWE announced Rey Mysterio and Andrade will fight for the US title next week in one, with Andrade being such a heel speaking in his own foreign dastardly language, as did Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio heel turn confirmed. Next up we got Part Tress. Damn it, now I'm doing it. Ollie Davis heel turn confirmed. Of the best feud in WWE that main roster audiences don't care about. Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black. The two had a greatest hits match, mostly to the side of Buddy's head, in a fast-paced, strike-based, NXT-style fight that eventually made the crowd chant, "This is awesome." Unfortunately, there seemed to be a slightly botched count from the referee, undermining the drama of the finish. Murphy was so dejected in his loss that he stayed sulking at ringside through Rowan squashing yet another enhancement talent next. And Caruso alert! Not now, Charlie! Can't you see the man's hurting? And was even still out there for the incredibly fun main event fist fight. fisting, whatever that is, between Big Show, Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus AOP and Seth Rollins, which included an awesome LED screen parkouring Owens cannonball and a Joe senton through a table. But finding himself isolated with the Big Show, Seth reached out to the despondent Murphy, inviting him to join the Monday Night Messiah, which he quickly accepted, low-blowing Big Show for the heel win, embracing Rollins at the end to confirm the 4th addition to Seth's faction. And if they go full Monday Night Messiah, perhaps we could be looking at 12 disciples in total. As fans, we often get annoyed at WWE booking our favourites to lose, but I don't think that's so much about the actual losing part, but more because it usually signals the company are giving up on them or have no plans for them after the feud. Buddy joining Rollins here is a perfect example of how to get around that. Murphy lost 3 times clean to Black, yet by having character progression and a main event storyline follow-up for him, he looks stronger than ever. It does wonders for Murphy, enhances the faction, and actually lends credibility to Seth's claims that he really is a locker room leader. That was this week's Raw in about 5 minutes. What do you think about Buddy Murphy joining Seth and AOP? Let me know in the comments because I'll be replying from out of nowhere. And click the eye above my head to let me know what you thought of the show, where you can choose from Awesome Core, Average, Poor and Rawful. This was a terrific episode of Raw with an expertly booked main event angle. This week's Raw is a very, very high core. But one of Raw's highest profile wrestlers is currently teasing they're about to become a free agent soon. Hot tag to Laurie.
So it's news time, you bums, and as Ollie said, it looks like Rusev could soon be a free agent, though I thought he was already divorced. Ayo. It's actually quite sad, really, because the man of his age shouldn't be on dating apps. What are they going to call him? The Bumble Brute? Swiping through like, no, 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 yes, Rusev Matcha. And look, we're obviously talking about wrestling free agency here, that coveted light at the end of the tunnel for some of the talent who want to get out of WWE. And how do we know that Rusev is on his way to free agency? Well, we heard it direct from the horse's mouth, or the horse's fingers. The hooves. Because he tippity tapped his old trotters on the old Twitter machine, changing his bio to say, soon to be a free agent. And as ever, this is just as likely to be a troll for wrestling media outlets as it is to be the truth. But last everyone heard, Rusev was still in the middle of contract negotiations with WWE officials, though it's unknown when his current terms are up. And then meanwhile, his wife Lana has been announced to have signed a new 5-year deal back in November, so you don't really know whether those two want to stay together. I mean, not by the way the storyline is going, because he's currently embroiled in a mixed tag feud between himself and Liv Morgan and the pairing of Lana and Bobby Lashley, which, as we're all aware, has been a beautiful marriage made in heaven. And I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but who am I to say whether Rusev is enjoying his current role or not? He certainly seemed like he's having some fun with it, even if he is being made to watch his wife kiss the makeup off of Bobby Lashley week in and week out. I don't know, I'm not Rusev, but put it this way, from the looks of his picture and that Tash combo, he looks like he wants to break free. Now, other people who would have you believe that they want to break free, that they're probably under pressure to stay, are the Revival. Because over the weekend, Scott Dawson, owner of a moustache and therefore the rabble-rouser of the group, tweeted to say, guys, it's time to go away for a while until we get everything figured out. See you soon. #FTR, which led many to speculate that they were taking a break from in-ring action with WWE, potentially until the end of their contracts, which expire sometime this year, and maybe the FTR thing, which they trademarked, means they're leaving the company and are heading to the independent circuit or one of the other big companies, like AEW. Apparently, this is exactly what they wanted us to think and what they wanted us to do, talk about it on news sites and in long-running YouTube news shows. Well, you aren't fooling me, Dawson. You won't catch me talking... I've already done it, haven't I? Because Scott Dawson came back a couple of days later to clarify, saying, I've had many friends and fans ask me about this. I should have clarified. I'm taking a break from social media. I apologize for that vague tweet, but I do appreciate everyone's support. Everything I do is for my family. I only want the best for them. They're my number one. Thank you. #FTR. So, I guess that clears that up. You can stand down, everyone. Put your pens away. There is no story here. And again, he did say until we get everything figured out. Everything like a contract? Because there is one more bit of info that could help us understand what exactly is going on, as it's been revealed that Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder have filed to trademark Shatter Machine. Now, it's the name of their tag team finishing maneuver in WWE, and they're looking to lock it in for hats, hooded sweatshirts, pants, shirts. So if you want an unhooded sweatshirt, you're out of luck. But also as the classic trademark, entertainment in the nature of wrestling content, which yada yada yada, you go through it a lot, i.e. it could be a potential new name for their team, which if you love reading between the lines, leans heavily towards a move away from WWE, who would own the name The Revival, and to be honest, Shatter Machine is an amazing tag team name, I really love it. On the flip side, this could also just be Dash and Dawson getting their ducks in a row in case contract negotiations fall through, or it could indicate that they are still wanting to get out of the WWE system as they did seemingly 100 years ago when they reportedly asked for their releases. Maybe this time WWE would just be like, off you go lads, good luck, Godspeed. Try not to trip on the way out. Thank you for watching. Give us a like, leave a comment, and all of that good stuff. Plus, subscribe to stay up to date on your wrestling news in one handy, watchable 10-minute-ish download 6 days a week. There's even more updates over there for you to watch right now. I've been El Fakador, and that was Lucha.